If you got a pack of cube steak and don't know what to do with it, watch this video. Trigger warning, y'all already know the routine. I do clean off my cube steak with cold water and vinegar and give it a good rinse, okay? Y'all, I am back with the cube steak. That video went so viral. This meat tenderizer will be linked in my showcase if you want to know where I got it from. It's from Amazon, but yeah, if y'all want the same one. This time, I did use a meat tenderizer. Y'all ate me up in the comments telling me I needed to use one, so I got one, okay? And we're back at it with the cube steak. Y'all, this is such a little southern recipe. I love it so much. So what you want to do is take your cube steak individually and use the meat tenderizer to make it more tender, because as you know, this meat can be tough if it's not tenderized right. So just take a few minutes to do that before you season it, okay? After you clean it, pat it dry, tenderize it with the meat tenderizer and season it. I just used some steak seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of Tony's no salt seasoning, okay? Use the same seasonings for your flour. You can use some all-purpose flour and put your cube steak in the flour mixture into a Ziploc bag and give it a good mix. You want to make sure both sides of your cube steak is fully coated, okay? This is going to help with the cooking process and also with your gravy. Yeah, y'all. So you can use the cast iron dish. I did end up switching pans only because I needed a bigger pan for all of the cube steaks that I did make. But whatever pan you use, it's okay. You want to brown both sides for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. It will not be done. You just want to make sure they're golden brown on each side. That's the only thing that you're doing here on this process, okay? You want to make sure you add in a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of the skillet, or butter, or both, okay? Because I typically use both. Like, I'll take like a slice or a tablespoon of butter and add it in there while the meat is browning. After your meat is browning, you want to remove it from that pan and chop you up an onion, add you some fresh garlic, and let those sweat, okay? Cook them down, let them get translucent, all that good stuff, and use a whisk to make sure that you're stirring it properly. Then you want to brown your flour. You could brown it for however long you need to, depending on how dark you like your flour. It does not matter. Just do not burn it, okay? And then once it gets to the brown that you like it, you want to add you some beef broth. People typically use water at this part too and just use beef bouillon, but either one is the same thing. And then I added a little bit of sazon to give it a little bit of a darker color, and then a little bit more flavor to my gravy, because y'all know gravy don't be having no flavor until you season it, okay? After your gravy will be a little watery, you want to add your cube steak back into the pot until it is done. You want to cover it up and the gravy will get thick. I promise you, it'll get thick over time as it's cooking. Let it cook for about not like a full hour, y'all. Well, it can for like on low. If it's on low heat, like you need to put it on, let it cook for like 45 minutes to an hour, because it'll be tender, because you tenderize it in the beginning, remember? Try this recipe. Bye, y'all.